OMG, it looks like we're live. Let's see if we're live on the channel. Uh-oh, we might have missed it. We might have missed it.
It says we're live.
Oh, well, welcome everybody to Sunday night, the Winning Women Network live TV, as we say. You were just about to catch the pre-show, okay? You just never know what happens in the pre-show, okay? But welcome. We're just excited to have all of you here on the Sunday night. My name is Keisha Bass, and I'm actually just kind of filling in. Let's see if our host has arrived. And we're just waiting on our lovely host. But we hope you all had an amazing week. I don't know if it's cold and stuff where you are. It's actually gotten pretty cold here in Seattle. And we are definitely getting ready for the winter season. Have you guys shopped for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I've done all my grocery shopping. I did that yesterday morning.
You did? What are you cooking?
Traditional stuff. I'm making a Cornish hen dressing, broccoli cheese casserole, pumpkin pie, cream cheese pumpkin pie, or not pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie.
Oh.
Sweet potato pie, cream cheese, sweet potato pie.
Oh, nice.
Baked mac and cheese, you know, the regular stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Well, That's just awesome. Who else is cooking?
I'm cooking, but I'm cooking for a small group.
You're cooking for a small group?
Yeah, small group of one, just me.
Oh.
You're cooking for you? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Where do you live, Lynn?
I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you could come over to my place, but
you're
too far.
No, I'm perfectly okay with it because it's, you know, my life has been that way for a long time, so I'm all right. I celebrate my holidays and birthdays and everything. I don't let being by myself stop me.
That's awesome. You know, that's a good thing to think about. You know, as we get into the holiday season. You know, many people are become very sad and stuff if they're alone on the holidays and stuff like that. So that's well, cool. Miss Deborah's here tonight. I think it's her first time. She doesn't know what I'm going to say to her tonight.
I'm scared.
You should be afraid. Be very afraid, okay? Awesome. Well, you guys, I know you probably want to okay, what is this? What is going on here? What have I been invited to? You know, so you're actually in the right place at the right time. This is the Winning Women Network Hangout, and we're here to talk to you and share with you some stories of people that got started in this business. Some people started later than others. I won't call any names. She mutes her picture. But we're here to share with you something that has changed our lives. Would you all agree that this has been the most life-changing experience? One of them at least, right? Because if you have kids, that's a life-changing experience. If you got married, right, that's life-changing. There's many things that happen in our lives that changes it. Some things, for the better. Some things can actually change it for the worse, right? But we bounce back. That's a cool thing, and that's why we're called the Winning Women Network. Because they win a race. Did you say something, Lynn?
I said Stephanie's she's on Facebook saying she's having trouble logging back in.
Okay.
She and Lakeisha, both of them.
Okay, awesome. Well, if you ladies can see if you can pass them off a link or whatever and help them get on, that'd be awesome. But, sometimes we win, right? We win races. We lose races, right? But the fact of the matter is to keep going, to not give up, and just to keep going, right? And that's what we do. That's what we are. We're winning women. So I am going to actually help them get on. So I'm gonna. We have some visitors with us. Lynn, I know you've been on before, so if you could just, I know this is not new to you at all, sweetie. So if you could just take over, Lynn, and just kind of tell everybody, who you are and how you got started, and give some people some good information, because I know you got some. Talk about manifesting some stuff. How can people manifest more money, Lynn? It's Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're in the right place if that's what you want to do. We are the winning women of DS Domination, and like she said, some of us have been around a while and some are new. I'm one of those who's been around for a little while. I've been here for about a year. In fact, I celebrated my 1-year anniversary on the 29th of October. And my story is one of those that's like a lot of people in DSD, but also it's different from some of the real spectacular success stories. I am having success. As I said, my name is Lynn Williams. I've been with DS Domination for a year. I do now, I'm at the monopoly level. I spent my first couple of months at the pro level, which is the beginning level. When I first got into DSD a year ago, I had been going through a difficult time. I had been I had a very affluent lifestyle about 10 years ago. Then I got divorced. I lost my business. I sold all my properties. I at one time owned 7 houses. I was an independent consultant. I had a 6-figure income. And then the downturn happened. Downturn of the economy, my life, and everything. So by 2007, I was flat broke. My ex-husband, my husband that I'd gotten a divorce from, had passed away. And I was by myself and in my middle 50s, and the corporate world didn't even want to know I was on the planet. So for the next few years, I kind of floundered and bounced around trying to get myself back on my feet, trying different things, different businesses, online, network marketing, you name it. I tried it, and nothing worked. Even my real estate investing that I had done and built up quite a set of properties and assets, that didn't work. So finally, I guess it was in around 2011, something like that, I met Keisha. I met her because I was looking for a mentor. I was looking for someone who could help me not only get through my depression and all the negatives that were happening in my life, because I had gotten to the point where I had become almost homeless. By say almost homeless, I mean I went from a property owner to a roommate situation where I was renting rooms from other people, and at the very worst of it, I wasn't even able to pay rent. So I traded my services as a caregiver and housekeeper to a gentleman who had a broken back just so that I could keep a roof over my head. I ended up on food stamps, and I mean the whole shebang. I really bottomed out, and I got so depressed at one time that I was praying pretty much every night that I wouldn't wake up the next morning because it was so painful. But I kept waking up every morning, and it occurred to me there's some reason, apparently I'm not finished yet. There's some reason why I'm still here. And so I started changing my mindset and the way I looked at things and started asking the right questions, which the first one was, well, why am I still here? With all that I've been through and everything I've lost, how is it that I'm still here? Still standing, still healthy, not like some people whose health start to fail when they go through adversity, but I was still standing and still strong. So when I started asking the right questions, I started getting good answers. The thing about the universe is when you ask questions, it will answer you, but if you're asking the wrong questions, then the answers you get are not the right answers. They don't help you grow and overcome. So once I got on the right track and started asking the right questions, one of the answers was you need someone to help you remember who you were. Remember that the experiences that you're having are not who you are, and that you can get back to or recreate your life based on setting your mind on and focusing on what you want instead of what you don't want. Basically, it's working the right way with the law of attraction. So anyway, around that time, I met Keisha on Facebook, and she was coaching, and she was doing some postings of looking for clients to work with her. So we talked and we met, and she did a couple of sessions for me. And at that time, I couldn't afford her. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard that story before, but I went ahead and trudged on. And I spent a lot of time working not only with my issues, but I was trying to help other people who were in worse shape than I was in, especially women. That was my market because I met a lot of women who were suffering along the way, and I wanted to help them. Even though I was in a bad way, I knew I had something to offer if it was nothing other than inspiration and encouragement. So I started making YouTube videos. and one of them was a 7 or 8 part series called How I Did It. By the end of 2011, I had started to turn things around, and I was beginning to experience positive manifestations instead of all the negative stuff. And it was through that turnaround and that beginning, I had no idea at that time when I posted those videos that I would reach people that were looking for an answer and inspiration. One of those ladies is part of my team here in DS Domination. She's been following me ever since. Anyway, as things went on, about I guess maybe I don't know how much longer it was, but anyway, over time, Keisha went into some other things, and I kept in touch with her on Facebook. And then last year, it was in around October, I guess it was, she started posting her results on Facebook. She started posting information about how this was such a great business and everything was going wonderful for her, and doing the things that they teach us to do to let people know that we had found something incredible. And I watched her postings for a little while, and then she kept posting, this is happening, that's happening, ask me how, ask me how. So of course I messaged her one day. I said, okay, how? And she sent me a couple of links back. And so I was like, okay, great. So I went ahead and clicked on the short one, and then it was like, well, this looks interesting. So I messaged her back. I said, well, what's this all about? She said, look at the second link, which was the replay of a training. So I watched the second link, and the more I looked at it, it's like, well, this does several things. I don't have to recruit, which I didn't want to do. I wasn't in the level of energy to go out trying to get anybody to follow me anywhere, because I'd been in a bad place, and I certainly didn't want to take anybody there. So I went ahead and just started to look at it more closely and take it more seriously. And the main thing was, this was a way I could make money, and I didn't have to tell anybody about it. I didn't need friends. I didn't need family. All I needed was a computer and an internet connection, and I had that. And so I started looking at the business and started to just do it, just following the training and taking action. And I wasn't even taking massive action because my resources were limited, but I was building based on the fact that if I just kept working it and growing it and building it, that I'd eventually get there. So for me, it was the story of the tortoise and the hare. And that is, the hare, there was lots of people that were making it fast and quick, and everybody's raving about the money they were making. And for me, that was encouragement and confirmation that, yeah, this is possible. But my personal experience was, it's going to take me longer. So I decided to be okay with that and just work it at my pace and stay committed and keep focusing. And to this very day, I've been in for a little over a year. I have watched, I think, all but 2 of the live trainings. I've missed a couple, basically because I couldn't be home. But I still watch the trainings every week. I stayed pro for about a month or 2, and then I saw the vision of moving to the next level. So I moved to the next level. I stayed there for, almost a year, and then finally, about a month ago, I moved up to Monopoly, which is the second to the top level of DS Domination. And as soon as I did that, this is the news that I wanted to share with you guys. I got a partner who volunteered to bank me when it comes to moving forward with Monopoly in a bigger way. I didn't ask. I was doing my affirmations and visualizing and all the stuff that goes along with setting your mindset and reading and participating in all of the activities with the company. But I got this phone call one Sunday morning about 3 weeks ago from a friend that I've worked with online for a while. We did some radio broadcasting together, and when he heard what I was doing, he said, well, you know what, maybe I can help you out and we can make some money together. So what if I do this and I do that? And that way you can go ahead and really start making it happen. And so he's done that, and he's not a boyfriend or nothing. He's just a business partner. He's married, and in fact, this week he's off on vacation with his wife. But business-wise, he knew that I was serious. He knew that he could trust me because we've known each other for about a year, and he decided to help me out. So what I want to say to you all is, if you want this to work for you. You have to set your goal, you set your commitment, you start making it happen by taking baby steps or whatever is appropriate for you. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, and don't get discouraged when you hear someone else being successful. That's small-minded, petty thinking. But if you keep your eye on the prize and on the vision of your own success, you will find the support, the resources, and everything you need to make it happen. Our group, the Winning Women Network, which is a small segment of the Unit of Prosperity, which is a team on in Domination, is an incredible group of people. We have over 15,000 people in the Unit of Prosperity, and we all support each other. Many people came into the company, and within a month or so, their sponsors disappeared, but they found support with us because we care about each other, and we try to help each other. We share training and share information, and I tell you, it's been a year, but we are better than ever. When I look back on how we started, and we were all starting at the beginning, and none of us really knew what we were doing, and where we've come to now, it's simply amazing. And it's getting even better. And now Domination has grown to the point where if you come into the company now and you have any desire to succeed, really desire to succeed, and you're willing to do the work, we won't let you fail. We can't make you do the work, but if you really commit and do it, we won't let you fail. So I just celebrated my 63rd birthday on Friday. And so that's why I'm in the holiday mode of cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and made myself a birthday dinner, and I celebrate it. And as I get older, I appreciate every day, every holiday, every birthday, because it has come. I've come to a point through my experiences of understanding that nothing is given, and life is not something that you can there's no guarantee. So take advantage of every day. Live every day as though it's the last day on the planet, and celebrate it by going for the gold ring. Commit to your goals and your dreams and give it your best. Every single day, give it your best. And if without realizing it, you will be successful. There's no such thing as a failure. There's only a giving up. And so when you decide to join us, and I know many of you will, I encourage you to get started with the idea that I'm in it to win it. And I'm going to stay no matter how long it takes. And I'm going to do and commit to the work. If you will do that, and take those baby steps every day, you will succeed, because many of us here who've never succeeded online before are doing it now. So I just want to encourage you and say, make a commitment to your dreams and never surrender and never give up. That's my motto. And so I hope that to somebody out there, this is an inspiration, a wake up, a get up, whatever. Just take the time to commit to it and know that you will do it if you just take one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, and you'll get there.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lynn. Man, I just love to hear you talk, okay? She's just so motivating. She's just so motivating and encouraging, and I had to write down some notes. I was like, there's no failure, only giving up. Only giving up. And I really like that.
You've had your restarts and redos and do-overs, and if you give up, then you stop, you fail. But as long as you keep trying, you will win. Right,
and that is so cool. I like that, because you don't fail, you just quit. People, we said that about this industry. People say there's a 97% failure rate. No, there's a 97% quit rate, because you're going to seek success at some point. You have to, right? It's just a law that at some point, if you keep putting your efforts towards a certain thing, towards a certain goal, right? You have to, right? And sometimes our definition of success, it may not be just the money that you see, but if you change one life, right? Maybe you introduce somebody to the business and their life is changed by you introducing them to it, then that's success, right? Just because you don't have $1 million in the bank does not mean that you're not a success.
Well, our definition, especially in this country, is success has dollar signs attached to it. But and I guess it's because of all the life experience I've had a lot to look back over and realize that I've been successful every step of the way. Even when the outcome wasn't what I thought it was, I had lessons and experience and blessings that came out of that experience. And I was always better than I was when I went in. And that's the definition of success. As long as you grow and learn, and you're really, what's that old Chinese proverb? Actually, it comes out of the Bible. Something like fall down 6, get up 7, or something like that. As long as you keep getting up and you keep trying and giving it your best, that's a success. And eventually the dollars will follow, because what happens is you got to get your desire and your success lined up with your passion. And when you find something you really enjoy doing, you'll make money at it.
Right. Absolutely. Love it. Awesome. Awesome. Stephanie, I see that you are here.
Yay, Stephanie, she made it back.
Awesome. Yes, well, welcome. I'm actually going to turn this over to you because I'm just, we were just filling in. We just had a good time. But you all, Stephanie is here, and Stephanie is amazing. I'm going to turn it over to her.
Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you, Keisha. Keisha is actually the one who introduced me to this business. And can everyone hear me okay? I should ask. Yes. Okay, great. Keisha introduced me to this business. I was actually doing another business at the time about a year ago, and I saw all these posts that she was making on Facebook where she was making all kinds of money doing this drop shipping thing. So I got real curious about it, and I asked her about it. She sent me a link. I joined, right then and there once I saw the little video with Roger. I started with the Pro and the Elite products, and I was doing, when I joined this, I was thinking that this was going to be a way for me to make some extra money to fund some advertising in another business that I was trying to do at the time. But once I got into it, and basically I started doing the trainings the day that I got it, going through the easy, simple step-by-step training modules and in the tools that are provided. And as I was going through these, I was listing as I was going, and I was very surprised that the very next day I got my first sale. So that really got my attention, and because I really hadn't had success in the other opportunity that I was trying to do to that point. So to see success this quickly with DS Domination, I really sat up and took notice, started listing more and more items, and I was really making a great profit. By the end of last year, I was making a great profit just by doing the drop shipping that we're trained on. So I went on, and I am now all in. I have all the products with DS Domination. Very excited about everything in the DS Domination. The leadership is awesome. They don't let you stagnate at all. They have new things coming out all the time, and so I'm looking forward to everything that they have to offer coming up here. And I just wanted to mention one other thing too, is our team, the Unit of Prosperity team, is the team to join. If you're going to join DS Domination, this is where you want to join, because we have awesome tools in addition to what DS Domination offers. Reginald is the leader of the Unit of Prosperity team, and he offers a free training site, a free marketing site for those who want to do the affiliate side. So this is really a great team to join. You can do that by hitting the join button right below, by the way, if you're ready to do that. And if you need more information, I think there's another button. But anyway, that's kind of my story, and I think we're going to go ahead and go on to our next lady, Mrs. Deborah McElhaney. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Hi everyone, it's McElhaney. That's my first time here, so bear with me.
Welcome.
I guess I'll kind of tell you how I got involved, and it's not like most people get involved. For me, DS Domination was an awesome way that I could watch everything I wanted on TV because my husband was busy. He joined DS Domination, not me. But I was okay with that. We had a successful business, and if that's how he wanted to spend his time, he was more than welcome to stay in his office, which I'm in here now. I never come in here. But he was welcome to stay in his office, and I could watch Real Housewives. I didn't care. So we, I would hear him, and he would talk, and he was so excited, and he was a listing fool. And it kept going. I thought, this is not going away. He's serious. Well, then he comes to me and he says, would you like to go to Vegas? And I'm like, what? No, I don't want to go to Vegas. He says, well, I'm going. I said, you what? He said, I'm going to Vegas. I said, what are you going to Vegas for? He said, I'm going to go hang out with a bunch of women. I said, okay. So off he goes to Vegas. Comes back. He is so, if you knew my husband, he's off the chain most of the time. He goes 24/7. He sleeps about 3 hours a day or at night, and because he can't sleep any longer, so he gets up and he does something. So he comes back, and he is even more hyped about this DS domination. So I'm listening and listening to him talk, and still not real interested. And then, where our house is, if I turn the TV off, I can hear everything that's going on in his office. So this was on a Sunday night. He was listening to TV, and I was listening to, actually, Keisha. Keisha was on, and she was talking. She was telling her story, and all of a sudden it cut off. And I yelled at him, and I said, what happened? That's when he knew I was listening. So he didn't say anything. He just let it go. And then he says to me, he says, by the way, he says, I'm going to be going to the store. Do you want to go? And I'm like, you're going to the store? He never goes to the store. You have to drag him. I buy all his clothes. He doesn't buy any because he doesn't like to go shopping. All of a sudden now my husband wants to go shopping. So let's put it all together. He's gone to Vegas, hung out with a bunch of women, listens to women every single night, on Sunday nights especially. And then he comes back from Vegas, and now he wants to go shopping. So I think, okay, I need to maybe pay attention to what he's doing. So I decided to get involved, and I looked at another program that we have. We have everything. But I got involved with Genesis. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I got involved with Genesis. And guys, oh my God, I've never had so much fun in all my life. I love what I do. I am a 20-year veteran in property management, and I'm in the middle of a project right now. As soon as that project's done, as Bruce told me 3 weeks ago, I was costing him money by working. That's because I can do more stuff for him when I'm here rather than going to work for 8 hours a day. So my goal is basically to quit work by the end of 2015. My project will be finished, and everybody will be where they need to go, and I'll be able to walk away knowing I completed everything. But I know if I wanted to, I could do it sooner, and it's all been because of the things that he's learned and he's done with DS Domination. And now I'm making money. And trust me, ladies, I let him know, that's my money. I did those. Those are mine, right? So you know that that's my money. And he tells me it is. He knows it's mine. But it's probably the best thing we've ever done. And he's an entrepreneur. He's always doing something. He's got a very successful business now. But it's been life-changing for us. Not to mention, Lynn had said about meeting and learning and listening to these amazing women. And she's right. I spent last weekend with, another team member, and I don't even know who her sponsor is. My sponsor is still around and still active and doing very well, and I'm sure you guys have seen her on here, but I don't know who this person's sponsor is, but I show up at her house. She opens up her home to all of us. Keisha was there. There was so many people there. We had the best time. Yes, we learned so much. I put it all to use this week. But not only did we learn, but we bonded. There's people that I've met that I didn't even know. Katrina, she's on the call tonight. I didn't know her. I met her online. We're friends, and we'll be friends forever. Katrina and I shared something that, you don't always do. So at the end of the day, if you're going to make money by doing by doing what everybody tells you to do, and it's so easy, it really is. I never thought it was this easy, but I actually did go back and do the training because I would ask questions, and Bruce would be like, watch the videos. Or I'd ask another, have you watched the video? So I had to go back so I wouldn't have to listen to that. But the amazing women that you're going to meet in this business on Facebook, in our Facebook groups, I just can't tell you how big their hearts are. They really are. They want you to succeed. Every single person that I met is nowhere in, you know, our sponsor, but they're all in the UOP. And every one of them have given us the ability to learn, to be together, to care, not just about the business, but about your life and what you do. And I'm probably rambling, Keisha, I'm sorry, but it's really been life-changing for us.
Are you sure this is your first hangout? Sorry, Stephanie, I have to jump out and give her a hard time because
No problem.
because over the weekend she knows, okay, that I told her she couldn't get on the hangout, you guys, and then I looked and I was like, what? Deborah's not getting on the hangout. I told her she cannot get on the Winning Women Network hangout. She snuck up on me. So,
thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on.
I should have communicated that to you, Stephanie, that she was not allowed to be on the hangout. But I think you may be doing some hangouts and you're not telling me about it, Deborah, because that didn't seem like this is your first hangout.
No, and I'm really shy.
If you all in the chat, okay, so those of your, are we breaking up really bad? I don't know, someone said we're breaking up bad.
I'm fine. I can hear everybody okay right now.
Okay. Well, if you were in the chat box and you were in Houston, then I want you all know the real story about Deborah, okay? She's shy. She's shy, right? Okay, Deborah, we're going to take that. I'll say, okay.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thanks, Deborah. All right, Steph, take it away.
Okay, our next lady I want to bring out is Katrina Ford, and she also has a wonderful story that she's going to tell us today.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I got started with DSD at the end of April, and the reason why I got started with DSD is because where I live now, I live like an hour and a half away from the city. I live in a very rural area. So I was having to drive 2 to 3 hours to work every day. My job is mobile, so that means that every day I was going to a different office. So twice a month I would drive 3 hours just one way to one office. So that would be 6 hours round trip. And I did this for like 10 months. So in the course of driving almost 1,200 miles a week for work, I knew that it wasn't something that I could continue doing because, for one, it was wear and tear on my car. It was wear and tear on my body, and then, you know, my son started to act out because I wasn't home enough for him. So I started looking for an opportunity online. I didn't really have many people on my Facebook page at the time that I had started with DSD. I just kind of went looking for myself, and I went on to John Ashroff's page and just started adding friends from his friends list. And so I came upon a video from my sponsor, and as soon as I saw the video, I knew right when I saw the video that that was going to be the opportunity for me, because DSD just seemed so simple. It's so simple. At first I questioned it. I said, well, maybe is this legal? I had to do a little research before I decided to sign up because it's just so very simple. But yes, it's very legal. Drop shipping is legal. But in the course of me signing up, I hadn't even made any sales yet, and I decided to go to Vegas because I really believed in the opportunity. So I went to Vegas, and then I met some wonderful people there. I met Keisha, met Bruce, and a host of other people, and we just hit it off immediately. So again, you know, my situation isn't as everybody's. I mean, everybody has a different story to tell, but I didn't immediately make sales right away. But because I believed in DS domination, I continued. Now, since April, fast forward from April until now, I've had many, many challenges. As most of you all know, or some of you may know, I just recently lost my father a couple weeks ago. And I believe if it wasn't for DS domination, that I wouldn't have been able to emotionally turn around so quickly. And the reason being for that is because, you know, I felt like I had supportive family, but where I live right now it's just me and my kids, and I don't have a lot of family around me. But my family and my friends that I've made with DS domination has been priceless. And like Lynn said, success is not always about how much money you make. It's about the friendships, the relationships, what you've learned along the way. And like Deborah said, I mean, Deborah and I and her husband Bruce have become such really good friends, and they were there for me at a very crucial time in my life, and I wouldn't change that or replace that for anything. Right now I'm all in with DS domination. I bought all the products. I'm also an affiliate, but and you know, I get sales at least every other day from my eBay account, and then also I've been selling on Amazon as well. Sorry, that it is my puppy that you hear. But one thing I did want to say again about DS domination being so easy, I actually drop shipped dishwashing liquid on eBay. I drop shipped a case of Dawn dishwashing liquid, and I'm only telling you guys this because I said, well, you know, at first I thought, well, maybe I'm just putting too much thought into it because my sales weren't going as quickly as I felt like they should have. So, you know, in Roger's training, he's like, don't think about things that you may want to purchase. Think just you know, randomly go in and select stuff, because there's so many buyers out there that you never know what people may be wanting or needing. You know, some people, like right now, people are in New York and they can't travel because of, you know, the roads aren't clear. They're getting a lot of snow. So some people are having to shop online only. But I listed the dishwashing liquid online, a case of dishwashing liquid, and it sold like 3 days later. And I mean, I've had so many aha moments that I'm like, okay, now I am a DSDer for life. I'm not going anywhere. You know, even though, like I said, I felt before that my success wasn't where I felt it should be, but the thing about it is we can't compare our success with other people's success. We can't compare because everybody has a different situation, or, you know, some people may be doing DSD full time, whereas I'm doing it part time. I still have a full-time job at the moment. But again, I just want to say that DSD has not only been an online business for me or a means to make profit from drop shipping online, it's also become a family affair. And I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate, you know, all the kind words and everything that everyone always has to say. Even another person that's not even my sponsor, she called me the other day, and I didn't recognize the number, and I said, well, who is this? And she texted me, and she said, well, you know, she told me who it was, and she said, it was Kana. I don't mind saying who it is. She said it was Kana, and she said that she had been thinking about me, and she just wanted to check to see how I was doing. You know, not many people are willing to do that. I just feel like there's such a strong camaraderie here with DS domination that I would not go anywhere. So hopefully I'm not rambling either, but thanks for hearing my story.
Thank you so much, Katrina, for coming out, and prayers for you. I know that's a tough loss of your father there, and you'll be in my prayers. The next lady I want I want to bring out here is Denise Stancato, and she's going to have another great story for you tonight.
Hey, everybody. Stephanie, thanks for asking, getting me out here. So first of all, Katrina, I want to offer my condolences. I think you and I both lost our fathers within days of each other. So I want to offer you my condolences. Very tough, but just like you, I've kind of taken it and poured it back into DSD. Keeping myself occupied, listing, and just going through trainings and just keeping myself busy with it. It's kind of helped me a little bit. So, but a little background on me. Stephanie, you and I started, I think, about the same time in another system together. That's how we met, and we both were going through the same struggles, and I think both of us entered into DSD for the same reasons. Now that I hear you, it's to make money to market for something else. And unfortunately, the other has kind of been put to the side, and I don't even touch it because DSD has become my primary focus. I saw instant success, and I have to say that with DSD, I finally made my first sale January 15th of 2014. That's my first sale in, I think, 10 years of being online. So it was a great feeling, and to me, the money, it just kept coming, and it was like I just saw the value. I think I signed up as an affiliate within 2 weeks. I jumped to Elite within a month and a half of being in, and I can honestly say this is the first time in 10 years that I have ever felt so confident about going all in with a company, and I have it all. I jumped right on everything. It's exciting. I love shopping anyhow, and it's the thrill behind it. And I think when you hear your phone go off, last night I was listing, and my phone just kept going. The cash registers just kept going, and I'm like, oh my God, it's happening again. It's coming. So, but I will say that I do have to tell everybody out there, it is what you put into it. I do go through my spurts where I kind of slack off on it, and it's like I sit there and go, well, why am I not making any money? Well, if you're not putting the time into it and you're not taking care of your store, it is your store and it is your business. So how you manage it and how you take care of it is the results that you're going to get out of it. I poured myself back into it as of November 1st, and I will tell you people, I made 6 sales in 12 hours, and I made about $250. Granted, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, and it works as long as you take and maintain your own store the way it's supposed to be done. And thinking outside the box, I'm listing things that I would never even think of listing. They're just out there. I mean, but people buy online. I just, I can't say enough about it, you know? It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So click the join button, get more info. You just need to sign up because this is the time of year. I wish I started getting asked to join around the same time last year, and I didn't do it. I waited till after Christmas, and I'm sorry I did because I probably wouldn't be in a lot of the situations that I'm in right now. It's helped me. I'm paying off bills. I used to work 3 jobs. This has taken place of 2 of my part-time jobs. So wow. It works. It really does.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Great story, Denise. Thank you so much for coming out, too.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. The next lady I want to bring out is Shelly Hibden. How you doing, Shelly?
I'm doing great, Stephanie.
Good.
I actually joined DSD in July of this year. I've been selling on eBay for quite some time. I started selling on eBay in 2003, but I was just I would source and find my own products. It wasn't quite all that easy, but I've actually done pretty well. But since I've joined DSD, it's taken me to a whole new level. I have actually joined Pro, and I kind of jumped ahead. I didn't join Elite. I jumped from Pro to Genesis because I was wanting to know about sourcing my own products, and I got the app, and I just went crazy because I found this huge clearance sale right after I joined Genesis, and it was Toys R Us, and I went. They were having I think it was 70, 85, and 90% off clearance sale. I went in there and I bought like 7 or 8 carts full of toys with that app. About 7 times, and I sent it all into Amazon. I, continue to shop several other discount stores also and send my products in, and I'm looking at sourcing my own products now. But it's made a large difference in how I look at eBay, and I had never thought about selling on Amazon before I joined DSD, and you just have so much more teaching, and they give you all the tools you need, things you would never learn to use or learn how to research or things on your own. It's positively made a big difference in my life. I think my sales on Amazon this month have been $6,000 or $7,000. Even also have been a couple of thousand. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. That's a great story.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Shelly, aren't you already a power seller on eBay?
I have been a power seller since 2003. I've sourced my own products. I've gotten manufacturers, and I've gone to garage sales. I've even been, doing storage lockers, which I've done pretty good with, but it's a lot harder work than just doing the drop shipping and sourcing a few products that will do well on your own and sending them into Amazon when you're trying to ship everything yourself. So it's made a big difference in how I look at things. And how things.
So as an eBay power seller, eBay, because this is the reason why I want to highlight this is because oftentimes people come to us and they're already selling on eBay, right? And then they say, well, what's the point? If I'm already an eBay seller, why do I need the training that's in DS? How can it help me as a power seller?
It will help you.
So that's why.
It will help you grow. You may be just maybe a silver power seller, but it will help you grow to the next level, and you will keep growing and you will keep learning, and you get the tools that no one else has, that no one else knows about, and you use them, and it brings your sales up. You think of sourcing things you never would have before and the methods you use, and you don't have to source from one manufacturer or two manufacturers. It's all there, and you will come up with ideas that you never would have had you not known the training and the tools and the way that you're taught to source things, and how you can save money even more to source things. So
awesome. Okay, that's really key because that's what people want to know. Why do they need to pay it? And so just a real quick, y'all, I want to give a shout out. There's a Houston listing party that is going on right now, and so I just want to say to all the ladies and the gentlemen that are at the Houston listing party, hello, and you guys list, all right, because the key to this business is the one who lists the most is the one who wins, okay, and not just the Christmas contest that we have going on right now inside of our company, but right now people are buying, okay? They're buying. They're looking for things, and they don't want to go. Many people these days, they don't want to go to the store. They don't want to stand in line and stuff, and they would rather pay more for an item, even though that same exact item is at, Toys R Us for $15.99. They rather pay twice as much to not have to get in their cars and drive and use their gas to go to a store to stand in line to buy this toy for little Johnny. They rather just go to their computers, and they rather go to eBay, or they rather go to Amazon and just buy it, and then they can have, on Amazon they got Prime shipping. They get it in 2 days. It comes right to their door. They can box it, package it, do whatever they want to with it. And so the person who has the most things listed, those of you who have the most items, so when someone walks into your virtual store, the person who has the most things to offer is the one who makes the most money. It's very, very simple. People say, how do I make more money? Keisha, list more items. So, big, huge congrats out to Nikki, the ninja. Oh, my God, she is amazing. And I know the TV you all looking at, and I know and everything. It's so cool. But this is what we do inside of this company, okay? We want people to win. It's not, us getting, you sign up for the $19.95 level, we get a $10 commission. We're not going to quit our jobs on one person, but we would much rather that one person come in, get amazing results like Lynn did, right? Get in and be at the pro level. And who cares if it takes you, 6 months? If you stay at the pro level for 6 months, that's your journey is going to be your journey. amazing, you know, and then you can upgrade to the next level if you want to after you master that level. It's up to you, right? You can do the journey just like Shelly did. You can come in at the pro level, stay at the pro level, see the vision, jump straight up to Genesis and say, hey, I want money on Amazon. It's a business that you can do it however it works for you and your finances. We just don't want people to come in and make silly decisions and, mortgage off their stuff and, pawn this and pawn that. You do what you have to do, right? But we want you to make a business decision to get in, see the big picture, see this month alone, you guys, on Amazon without recruiting a single person. I haven't even talked to a customer, okay? I may have gotten one message from a customer on Amazon this month. One message, okay? And this month alone, I looked at my numbers. I'm at about $7,000 on one platform this month. Didn't talk to a single person. Didn't talk to a customer. I just said to myself, Keisha, the one who has the most listings is the one who's going to win. The one who sends the most things into Amazon for this Christmas rush, Black Friday, and Nikki the Ninja told me, Keisha, you got to get your boxes out of here by November 17th so they'll be there for Black Friday. Okay? It's a science to this, and I know that success leaves clues. So someone who is doing 5 figures online on one platform, she's doing 5 figures. She told me get the stuff out by November 17th to reach there for Black Friday. You guys, we were staying up until then to venture out and explore an unknown heaven. It's only $19.95 for you to get started on this journey. And like I said, results will vary because we're all different people. We're going to list all different things because that's just the nature of it. And it's cool because, you know what, there's so much stuff to sell. Who cares, right? I mean, I start scanning shoes. I mean, whatever, right? I'm going to start scanning, whatever, right? There's so many things to sell. I just went to Old Navy. And I saw these, right? I'm not planning on selling them. I don't know. I thought about giving away as a contest because, this is the Seattle Seahawks, and we're actually, we won the, whatever that thing is they play. I don't watch football. But we won the Super Bowl, right, last year. And so I saw these headphones. I was like, dude, I scanned them. I scan everything. Because on eBay, these will sell. On Amazon, these will sell. They'll sell anywhere and everywhere. And this is what happens when you join this business is you switch and you no longer are a consumer looking for everything to buy, because I've been that person where I'm just always want to buy stuff, right? I switched when I got into this business. I shifted my thought process and I became a producer. And then I thought, okay, what is it that I can sell? Because I know that people are always buying. And that's for $19.95. I shifted at the $19.95 level. You don't have to get to Genesis to shift your thinking and know that you can make money selling whatever, right? People are selling turkeys right about now. On Amazon, they're selling turkeys. They're selling all sorts of things, okay? And so sorry to just take over the, the broadcast. But that's just, I want you all to know that, okay? So get started tonight. Thanks.
That's right. We have another lady that we do want to hear from tonight, that is Lakeisha Hankins. Come on out, Lakeisha.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, great. Okay, I'm all excited. Keisha, you got me ready to sign up all over again. You ladies have definitely been inspirational tonight, just listening to all of your stories. And, just like you guys, for the most part, Keisha Bass is my sponsor. So I have, and if there's one thing I can say is, it definitely pays to be around others who are successful or in doing what it is that you want to do and going that way. Definitely hanging around others that are going to, stretch you and bring the best out of you. I think we're undercharging. You had to pay more just to hang around you guys. But I got started in DSD October of last year, and when I first started with the opportunity, I procrastinated. I didn't get my items listed right away, but when I did, probably like almost like 4 weeks into the business, I made my first sale within 48 hours, so I knew that the opportunity, that it was working, so, and then, fast forward from there, in January, build a team and share this income opportunity with other women out there, so that they could be able to supplement their household sword and even fund their big vision, whatever it is that it's just been so exciting, even today, just to get a phone call of success and this opportunity, able to take care of, their he's in his 80s, and just being able to provide financially, or even being able to take off work, from their job, so they can be able to, build this, because of DS Domination, because we have the vehicle that has, given them this solution to where they can make money, and their success is not dependent like on their sponsor or anything. It's just a matter of getting in there, being coachable, and following the training platform. Even before, DS Domination, me personally, I think I had, done probably over 10 other different businesses before having some success, and my, 2014 has just been incredible. So I'm looking forward to, even the holidays and leading into 2015 to see where, I'll be at. I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere now to be able to, leave my full-time corporate job just based on what it is that I'm doing within my business, and that my husband, he had signed up earlier this year, like in April, and he procrastinated for like the longest, saying that he wanted to do it, but he was waiting on me to tell him exactly what to do, and I kept on saying, go follow the training, listen to the training. So he finally plugged into the training, and we have that, the app on your phone where it's always cha-chinging. And his stuff has just been chinging like crazy over the last couple of, weeks or so. And I'm like, hey, what are you selling over there? Because he did not want to share. But then he finally, let me see his screenshot of his eBay store. And, going back and doing the calculations, I'm like, okay, he's made over $1,500 within, a 30-day period for his October sales. And we're here in November, and he's already at $1,000 in profit. So I'm just excited about this opportunity, and head into the holidays, because 2 years ago, I was laid off, and we couldn't even afford to buy a Christmas tree, put anything up under it. If anything, I was standing at, one of the, community service banks trying to figure out how I was going to get my power bill paid. And just to see, how making a $20 decision has definitely, changed my life and so many others. And, just being able to travel, being able to put my girls in gymnastics, being able to do things that I would not have been able to do with my corporate income, because that was just paying the bills, or we were trying to get out of debt from being laid off, business being kind of like shut down because he does carpet cleaning, and it was like we had our snowstorm out here, so it was like, okay, nobody's getting no carpet cleaning, and we're paying all these repairs on this on his van. So now we're in just such a different position to be able to travel and do so much more. And I've only been putting a small amount of effort into this business, especially on the eBay side or the Genesis side. So I'm excited about getting focused and making 2015 my best year. And if anything, it's just a matter of making a decision and getting started, making a decision and deciding what it is you want and going after it. We have all the tools and all the training, an awesome support system and team as well within DS Domination. So I'm just so excited to be a part of this and just be connected with so many incredible women. So, Keisha, that's my story. And, thank you, as always, for sharing this opportunity with me.
Thank you so much, Lakeisha, for coming out. And I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight for coming out. All your stories were just great. And I also want to thank everybody out in the viewing audience for coming to hear our stories as well. And I wanted to make one more point, and that is that with this system, you do not have to recruit anybody in order to make money. You can make money simply by using the products, which I think is very, very unique. I don't think you can find it anywhere else that I know of, that I can think of. Most other opportunities, you're going to have to be recruiting in order to make money. But with this, you use the products, which is the training and the tools, just follow them and take action, do your listings, and you will make money simply by using the products. Now, the affiliate side is an awesome additional income stream, and if you have a passion for helping people, you know, get out of their ruts and get out, you know, become more free, then that's definitely another avenue where you can make great money as well. But that's about all we have tonight, I believe. I just wanted to say, go ahead and click that join button. It's a $19.95 decision to make, and you know, I don't think you can go wrong. It's, you know, it's a simple, easy decision, and could be the best decision of your life, one of the best decisions of your life. So, Keisha, did you have anything else you wanted to close out with?
No, thank you so much. I think you did an amazing job. Thanks to all the ladies, and like she said, you know, just get started, right? For the cost, you're just not going to find a business that you can get in, and even some of us have become profitable in less than, you know, let's just say less than 30 days. Like I said, your results may vary, you know, your income will vary. All the stories you've heard tonight, you know, we can't guarantee that you'll get in and be able to do anything that they've done, but I know one thing for sure: if you don't get started, you won't be able to do anything, right? So get started, you all, and we would love to have you. Be sure to let us know that you joined on tonight's Hangout inside of the group once your sponsor puts you in, so we can welcome you. And we will be having another Hangout tomorrow night, so come back tomorrow night, Monday night at 9. It's 8 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. I always want to say Pacific Standard, but 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have the Unit of Prosperity, the Hangout tomorrow night. We're going to share even more stories, so you can see that this thing is real, you guys. I think we've been doing this for about a year at this point, I want to say. And, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Reginald wouldn't pay this many people to keep coming on every Monday night. So come out, hear the story, so you can see that this is absolutely real. You can do this. I know you can. So you just got to believe it for yourself. But I'll see you all on the inside of the group. Have an amazing night. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.